Okay, welcome to week 4. The class starts to move very quickly now. The whole semester starts to move quickly, all right? Fall is almost upon us, and it's time to make sure that you're really keeping up with this class, all right? You don't want to be getting behind. I'd like to do just a little bit of review from last week. I really hope you all took the week 3 quiz. It's just a fun quiz. It helps you go over the Fulkerson reading, which I think is very, very, very important. I really want you to understand those concepts. You're going to write a much better research paper. Don't forget, I can tell if you're doing these readings. When I go to read your research paper, I'll know what kind of student you've been all semester long, okay? So please make sure you take a good look at that quiz. It's fun, doesn't hurt you any, and it really does help you understand last week's readings very carefully. Also last week, you looked at Chapter 2 in your textbook. I picked out this textbook because it's a very good textbook. It's down to earth. It's very plain and simple, and yet it's articulate, and it helps you understand the concepts of writing a research paper for this class. And don't forget, this is how I'm going to grade your research paper off. If you understand these concepts, I'll be able to tell. One of the real important things is, and it's not just this class, okay, it's as a citizen, it's as a parent, it's as an adult. We really need to understand the world around us and how things are working. And once again, we're living in a very, very polarized political age. There's a lot of stuff out there, okay? And one of the purposes of writing this research paper is so that you understand how to kind of sift through this stuff for yourself so that you are a whole person, a freely engaged citizen without somebody else manipulating you, all right? And one of the most important things, and we kind of did this with the Rush Limbaugh exercise, is can you really trust the writer? And on page 23 of your textbook, it talks about, does the writer really have the necessary knowledge of the field to be talking about it, okay? You can do some research yourself on the writer. You can go to Google, you can go to GaleNet through the library. There's all kinds of research and articles about actual writers, okay? Is there a bias? Do they have a vested interest in being biased? Okay, look at the whole healthcare debate. There's a lot of money involved, all right? So I guarantee you there are many, many people that have some vested interest in being biased, all right? There's a lot of income going to direct sources that healthcare reform is going to interrupt, all right? So, people are going to have vested interests. That's what a bias is. They want to keep that revenue stream coming their way, all right? Are the facts relevant to the writer's claim? Are they really using facts that relate to their claims, or are they using facts and figures from someplace else just to try to make their claim look good? Okay? And are they real facts? Are they true facts? Are they correct? Okay, you can look this stuff up. There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing's new been invented recently other than the internet, right? And there's readily available information if you know how to look for it, so you can make decisions for yourself, okay? And does the writer refer to expert opinion? Okay, I know some people get tired of talking about experts, but that's not fair, all right? Experts are people who know their business. They've been directly involved in it. Your average pundit is not an expert on anything, okay? And then does the writer acknowledge other views? If you get in an argument with somebody and they give you no room for your own view, you've got a problem there, okay? Or if you're listening to somebody on TV and they're just hammering the other side, hammer, 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 just, calling them unpatriotic, or you love the terrorists, or crazy stuff like that, or you want government to control healthcare, nobody's talking about that, all right? So once you start to get in those arguments and you realize, no, they're not going to allow you to have any other views, and so then you kind of know they're on shallow ground is why they're acting that way. So it's just very important as you write your own research paper to kind of understand these concepts. That's why we talked about fallacies last week in the discussions. I had a really good time looking through those discussions. So please keep up with the readings. Understand everything's an argument. Everybody's always arguing with you. Okay, not a fight, right? But they're trying to take a position that they're trying to convince you of that position. All right, so you need to be alert. That's all I'm saying, and that's what I hope is one of the major things you get out of the class. Okay. The week 4 readings, let me take a look at those. They're quite straightforward. Week 4 is a very important week. You have a reading from the Purdue OWL, that's the online reading lab, about the nature of a college research paper. And once again, don't forget that this is the kind of stuff I'm going to be looking for. I can tell if you've read these articles. I can tell if you understand what a college research paper is supposed to look like. A high school research paper is mainly a book report. It's a collection of book reports. You just grab all this information and throw it out there on a piece of paper. We're not doing that in this paper. You're going to actually be looking at a lot of information and then making meaning of that information. You're going to write about the meaning, not so much about the information. You have to use the information to support your analysis, to support how you arrived at your definition of the meaning, but you're not just throwing information out there. You're making meaning out of that information. That's what analysis is. So that's very important about the reading. So please look at the Purdue Owl, that webpage I send you to, and then also Chapter 3 from your textbook, another very important chapter. Now, I've already had a question about the learning diaries, very, very good question. This is the week that we're coming to your topic, all right? Maybe not your entire focus yet, or your narrow focus, I should say, but we're coming to your topic this week. So the learning diary causes you to do some exercises, and I say do this about topic 1, then do this about topic 2, then do this about topic 3. Well, if you have one topic, fine. Just do 3 things about the one topic. If you've already arrived at your topic and you're already happy with it, then research it. Okay, spend all your time researching that. That's fine. The important thing with your learning diaries is that you do the work and that I can count the posts, that I can look at them and say, okay, this student understood, the work, did it, and then 2, that I can count them. Okay, so I'm going to be going back every week. I adjust your grade, or every other week whenever we get to it. But your grade depends on, did you do the required number of entries, the required number of posts. So I'll this week I'll update the learning diaries, and I'll tell you how many posts were due by the end of week 3, and I'm going to give you a grade that reflects that. Okay, and then if you catch up, I'll alter the grade as the coming weeks come. But I guarantee you, if you get behind, it's not going to do you any good to even catch up. This class is sequenced. If you get out of sequence, or if you fall behind the sequences, you'll not get your paper written on time, or it'll not be very good paper. Do not ever think that internet classes are easy. Do not think you can fall behind and catch up later on. That's not true. Okay, don't do that to yourself. Okay, this is, as I said, this is the week that you're actually writing about your topic. You're going to write a 2-page paper. It's called iSearch Papers 1 and 2. The instruction is very clear. They're right there on the table of contents in this learning module for week 4. Follow those instructions, please. Basically, you're telling me telling yourself, really, okay, what you already know about your topic, how you arrived at your topic, why you think this is the right topic for you, and what you hope to find out about the topic. It's really a 2-page discussion about your topic. Why this topic's important to you. Okay, and I also get a chance to see how good your writing is at this point. Are you writing in paragraphs? Are you writing in clear sentences? That kind of thing. It's very important, very, very important now that you properly format this paper, okay, whatever that means. If you don't know what that means, then you need to go to the home page, and on the home page there's a folder called Class Resources, and inside the Class Resources folder there's a item, help file called Formatting Papers, okay, Formatting Papers in Word 2007 or something. Click on that, follow those instructions, okay. You need to make sure this paper is properly formatted. Okay, I need to keep this short. As usual, if you have any questions, please get a hold of me through the Blackboard mail. I'm happy to answer them. Questions are good. I think questions are excellent. I'll jump into the discussions tomorrow. I already see there's quite a bit going on, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, and so work back and forth on that. I really want you to understand the nature of a good college research paper, and I like to hear, and you all like to hear about each other's horror experiences. I think those are interesting. And then you're also in the discussions narrowing your topic choice. Tell your peers how you got to your topic, okay, and seek some help from them. Read the other posts, gives you good ideas. This discussion back and forth it's like brainstorming. Gives you ideas on how to get to where you need to be. Okay? Hey, thanks a lot.